I'm getting emotional. And I told myself I wasn't gonna do this.
Wendy Williams' ex-husband Kevin Hunter thought he came out on top when he divorced her.
Infidelity is one thing, a full baby is a whole nother topic.
But now everything is crumbling around him.
You do this? Get out!
And it's pretty insane just how bad his life has become lately. But still, somehow he's dragged Wendy into it.
I can tell you that it was real disheartening to see.
And the reason why is seriously bizarre. For years, Kevin Hunter was known as Wendy's right-hand man, supporting her career and sharing the spotlight with her. But you know, as they say, all good things must come to an end. And Kevin and Wendy's story isn't any different. Allegedly, for all the years they were together, Kevin had been taking advantage of Wendy. Not only was he using her fame and fortune to fuel his extravagant lifestyle, but he also had no problem at all with flaunting it in Wendy's face. It was almost as if he just didn't care about what she thought of him. But karma has a funny way of catching up with you, and it has definitely caught up with Kevin because things have just taken a horrible turn for him. According to reports from The Sun, Kevin is now facing financial ruin, and it's really bad. So we all know that Wendy and Kevin had a highly publicized divorce back in 2020. But after their divorce, Wendy fought tooth and nail to get rid of Kevin and all his shady antics. Not too long ago, in a court filing made by Kevin, he claimed that Wendy stopped sending him monthly payments from February 2022 based on an agreement they had. Then he decided to ask the court to order Wendy's guardian to make payments as contractually required under the MSA and severance agreement. According to him, he depends on those payments, and since they haven't been coming, he's fallen behind on his bills. Now he lives in a community that requires payments to the homeowners association, and he's behind on that. If these fees aren't paid soon, he's going to get foreclosed. Outside that, he also hasn't paid his car insurance and is behind on his credit card payments. I don't know about you guys, but from the looks of everything, it seems like Wendy has succeeded in cutting Kevin out of her life for good because the only thing linking both of them together was the money, and now that's gone. But the money isn't the only thing that Kevin has lost. Kevin's mistress, Sharina Hudson, who had been by his side for over a decade, has reportedly left him too. And the reason? Well, money of course. Apparently, Sharina had been living the high life with Kevin, enjoying expensive vacations, designer clothes, and luxurious gifts, all of which was being funded by none other than Wendy. But when the money ran out, so did she. Sharina allegedly realized that Kevin couldn't provide the lifestyle she had grown accustomed to, and that was the breaking point for her. Now, not only has Sharina apparently left Kevin because he's broke, but she also has it out for Wendy. Recently, she's been throwing a lot of shade in Wendy's direction, and from the looks of things, it doesn't seem that she's going to stop anytime soon. If you're wondering why she has it out for Wendy and not just Kevin, well, it makes perfect sense when you think about the whole dynamic. I mean, Kevin's lifestyle was funded by Wendy, so that means Sharina's lifestyle was also indirectly sponsored by Wendy. To give some context, Kevin and Sharina have been together for 16 years now. During this time, he and Wendy were obviously still together and even had a child together, but that didn't matter to Kevin one bit. As if cheating on Wendy wasn't bad enough, he was using her money to take care of Sharina. At first, he had her enrolled in a fancy school to become a massage therapist, but that didn't end very well for her, so they moved on to the next best thing. Kevin decided to open a big kiosk for Sharina in her hometown of South Carolina, but that ended up being a major flop too. Still, he didn't give up on her and decided to invest some more money into an online clothing and jewelry store, but I'm sure you guys can already guess that that ended up being a failure too. Kevin still didn't give up on Sharina and decided to get her registered as a realtor, and after that he opened up a vegan company for her. This was around the 5th business that he had tried to set up for Sharina. To top it all off, he decided to buy her a house worth almost $1 million in the very same neighborhood that he and Wendy lived in. Although Kevin was making decent money as a producer on the Wendy Williams show, it just wasn't enough for him to fund the lavish lifestyle that Sharina had going for her. So in comes Wendy and her money. Now I guess you can see why Wendy wanted to cut him off as soon as possible, and as Kevin stopped getting money from Wendy, Sharina apparently stopped getting money from Kevin too. So Sharina decided to throw a bit of shade in Wendy's direction by making an Instagram post and captioning it saying, "Happy and healthy is all I'm on right now." We all know that Wendy hasn't been in the best position recently when it comes to her health. Wendy has found herself face to face with numerous health and personal struggles, from substance abuse at the beginning of her career, and more recently has battled Graves' disease, hypothyroidism, and other conditions. And Sharina decided that one of the best ways to hit back at Wendy was to make fun of her health struggles. Like that wasn't bad enough, she then added to the post saying that the clickbait is real because they needed a storyline to continue for a podcast. If you don't know what she meant by this, she's referring to Wendy and how she had announced that she was launching a podcast. Now, with everything that has been going on, Kevin has been pretty much quiet. Well, I honestly don't think you can expect much from him on the issues, especially because Wendy isn't in his good graces for obvious reasons. But here's the twist. Despite the alleged financial ruin, Kevin Hunter is still fighting for his share of Wendy's fortune. Yes, you heard that right. Multiple reports about him suggest that he's demanding alimony payments from Wendy. According to the claims, he played a significant role in her success and should be entitled to a slice of the pie, whether she likes it or not. If this is true, his audacity is just insane to me, you guys. After years of allegedly using Wendy and cheating on her, he still has the nerve to ask her for money. The big question now is, will he succeed in his quest for alimony, or will justice prevail and he be left with nothing? It's crazy to think that despite everything that Kevin did to Wendy, she was still more than willing to remain married to him. I mean, they were married long before he and Sharina became an item. Wendy was more than ready to overlook everything under one condition, and that condition was that Kevin wouldn't get anyone pregnant. And guess what Kevin did? He got Sharina pregnant and they had a baby girl. That was when Wendy decided that she had had enough and wasn't going to let Kevin walk over her anymore. Since making this decision, Kevin's life has been a slippery slope of disasters, and no one knows what's going to happen to him next. I guess you can say it's karma for everything that he did to Wendy. What do you guys think? Do you think that Kevin deserves everything that he's getting right now and then some? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.